Simone Biles broke down in tears during Wednesday's Senate hearing as she recounted the sexual abuse she suffered at the hands of USA Gymnastics Dr. Larry Nassar and revealed how the FBI failed her and dozens of other victims by turning a blind eye to the abuse. The Olympic athlete, 24, called for the agents who failed to take action for months after the abuse was first reported to face federal prosecution as the sexual predator continued to prey on around 70 young victims. To be clear, I blame Larry Nassar and I also blame an entire system that enabled and perpetrated that abuse, she said. Biles was joined by her fellow star athletes and Nassar victims Michaela Maroney, Maggie Nichols and Ali Raisman as they each gave damning testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee for its hearing into the FBI's botched probe of Nassar's sexual abuse. The four women testified how they were made to feel the years of abuse they suffered wasn't a big deal when they reported it to FBI agents, who then failed to investigate their allegations. These shocking failings enabled the predator to carry on his reign of abuse for more than a year after allegations were first reported in July 2015. It's estimated that Nassar was able to abuse a further 70 to 120 victims in the 17 months that followed, before the pedophile was finally arrested on child porn charges in December 2016. All four women told the hearing they know of athletes who were abused during that period when the FBI did nothing. They all demanded accountability, with Biles saying the agents who failed them must, at least, be federally prosecuted to the fullest extent because they need to be held accountable. Senator Patrick Leahy, who had asked what accountability the survivors wanted to see, replied that he agreed. As a former prosecutor, I agree with that. FBI Director Chris Wray issued an apology on behalf of the FBI as testimony after the survivors spoke, saying the agents involved in the botched probe failed in the core duty of protecting people. Wray said the FBI agents broke the trust of the victims, and he said he was deeply and profoundly sorry to each and every one of you. That was inexcusable, it never should have happened, and we are doing everything in our power to make sure it never happens again, he said. He admitted, I don't have a good explanation for the Bureau's failings. Wray and Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz testified during the second panel of the hearing after the four survivors gave emotional testimony. The hearing examines why the FBI failed to investigate Nassar, 58, for his crimes sooner, leaving the predator free to carry on his reign of abuse for more than a year after allegations were first reported. The FBI's handling of the case came under close scrutiny in a damning report by the Justice Department watchdog released in July. The report from Justice Department Inspector General Horowitz found the Bureau made a series of failures in its handling of allegations against him when they were first alerted to the abuse in 2015. It named Special Agent in Charge William J. Abbott, who did not formally open an investigation after the allegations were brought to his attention. Abbott has since retired. It emerged Tuesday that the FBI has now fired a second agent accused in the report of failing to launch a proper investigation into the allegations. Michael Langeman, who worked as a supervisory special agent (SSA) in the FBI's Indianapolis office and interviewed Maroney when she came forward with allegations in 2015, was ousted from his role last week. Langeman had been removed from his duties as an agent following the release of the report, which found he failed to properly document the interview for 17 months.